For years, many Europeans had a very specific image of America, a country that was huge, loud, expensive, and overwhelming, a place to visit, take photos, and then go home. But when they finally arrived, something unexpected happened. They discovered a side of America they never expected to love. It wasn't just the famous cities, it was the small moments, friendly strangers, beautiful neighborhoods, endless roads, and a culture where people weren't afraid to smile and start conversations. Some visitors were even surprised when strangers showed unexpected kindness, proving America was more than a destination. It was an experience. Today, we're discovering the American things Europeans never expected. Let's get started.
Guys, we're at Waffle House right now. This is no joke. We walked in, super Aussie. We're like, oh, our first time at Waffle House. It's so cute in here. Wow. Like, I was like, do we like get a menu? Do we sit or do we like go? I was asking her, like, do we sit and get the menu or do we go up to the counter? Like, what do we do? What do we do? Then the waiter comes to give out food. And she's like, by the way, guys, you don't have to pay for this because the family sitting over there, they pay for our meal. Like saying, welcome to America. Is that normal? And we were so confused because we didn't even talk to them. They didn't even say hi, like we played, like they just paid. I will die on this hill that Americans are literally
especially
the best
in Pensacola, in the South.
Yeah, I love Americans. They are the coolest people ever, and I'm dying on this hill. I've been saying this from the very start, and I've never had this happen to me.
Like no one would do that at home.
No one does that in Australia.
Only for like a TikTok or something. No one would actually genuinely just do that.
Yeah, so Americans, I just want to make this video to say, we love you.
We love you.
We literally love you.
If you're an American, you can probably not relate, but all this, for European, feels like we're right inside of a movie. Like these type of houses, of course with the American flag, or the little bench on the patio, so cute. I can totally see the pumpkins that will be placed here in fall. A lot of Europeans grow up watching American movies, and the scenery we only know from movies. This is why it feels so nostalgic, and I know it doesn't make any sense to Americans, but that's just how it is.
Tell me why I have only just found out that Americans get free refills when they go out for dinner. Yeah, literally go anywhere and you can get unlimited free drinks. This has never been a thing anywhere I have been in the UK, Europe. Look, I've got a lot to say about America in terms of the sugar content that they allow, some of the weird things that go on in their country, sure. But this? Americans, you know exactly what you're doing with this. You get free refills. You don't have to keep paying for that. I'm genuinely flabbergasted. I couldn't believe this. I thought Americans, I thought they were all about capitalism and getting as much money as possible. This is the best thing I've heard all week. I'm insanely jealous, and I'm going to need someone from America to adopt me so that I can experience this refill thing in real life. Do I just want to go on a double date in a random American place where you can drink refills constantly? Yes, I do.
The best thing about America is the melatonins. We're literally stocking up on all of these melatonins to take back home because we can do 10 milligrams here, and then the legal in Australia is only like 2. So
And you need a prescription.
you need prescription. So we're literally just stocking up because these make you fall asleep so fast, and you have like the best sleep ever. Let me show you. So good.
I am living my dream. This is honestly, guys, I could cry. It's so beautiful. It's so, apparently there's just lightning. No, I didn't see lightning. Was there? I'm crying and there's lightning and it's all a bit overwhelming. It's just so beautiful. Just look at it. I've actually got tears in my eyes. It's so beautiful, and I just wish I was born in this country, honestly. Look. Come on. Snow Canyon State Park, baby, on an e-bike. I quite literally can't believe what I am seeing right now with my eyes. I'm in a desert, pretty much, surrounded by red mountains. Oh, you guys, look at this place. Oh my goodness. Look at all this. It's absolutely insane. I can't quite believe this. Like, the USA is just full of surprises. Each corner you turn is completely different, and it's just so beautiful. Like, I am in absolute heaven. I'm gonna hate going back to the UK so much. This is now Snow Canyon Overlook. Are you ready for this view? Oh my. This is absolutely wild. Like, come on.
You know why I feel so happy in the US? I can express myself in every aspect. The way I speak, the way I dress, the way I walk, even like in my business, in my project, in my creativity, I can just be me. And you know, like I went to the doctor and I have this diagnosis and I'm like, fuck this. And it's the consequences of what happens when you have to shrink, when you cannot express yourself, when you just have to check some boxes because you have to be that way or that way, and you cannot just be yourself, express yourself fully, when you feel that you're living in a cage. And this is what happens. I'm sorry, I love my country so much, but there's something that feels so off. 2 days ago, I was walking, like, and I had a shirt and I was not wearing bra because I don't need a bra and that's fucking it, you know, like, and I don't need any justification. But people were just looking at me as if I was a problem, because that's the reality. When you walk here, people, they judge you. If you dare to dream too big or just to dream, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. You cannot really express yourself. And of course it exists also in the US. You have to check some boxes because in the end it's the cutest, the skinniest and things like that. Like, I'm talking to women especially who are going to win, but in the end, yes, in the US I can breathe. I can breathe there, and I don't feel this competition as much, like with women, as much as I can feel it here in France. That's why I love the US so much, and I don't fucking care about what other thinks about the US. Because even myself, I was like full of cliche before moving to the US, but then I moved there and I fell in love there. It was never my dream, but damn, it changed me so much. It changed me so much, and I'm deeply, deeply grateful for everything that happened in my life that brought me there. Damn, I love the US so much.
Oh my gosh! Dude, that is so sick. It says your name and everything? Yeah. What the heck? Dude, that's so sick.
Thank you, little robot. Thank you.
Where did that just come from? Oh, it's leaving. All right, later, dude. Oh, damn, he's scooting on that hoe. Oh my gosh. He's like, I got places to be. What the fuck?
Yeah, what is that? What is it doing? It's crossing the street. It's waiting at the lights.
What is that? What the
Oh, it's got eyes. It's got eyes.
It's got a face. Who has right away? Me or it?
We are now in a ranch in northern Alabama, and the sounds of the forest at night time are insane. Now, it does sound like the movies, because in a rural scene in America and you hear this, but you don't know whether it's exaggerated. But if you just listen, that is so loud, I'm not sure how to even sleep tonight. But yeah, we will try, but I'm not even sure if that's normal at all, but I'm sure it is. But yeah, to us, being from London in the UK, you don't get sounds like this at all. So yeah, quite scary actually, quite scary. And I've just seen for the first time fireflies or lightning bugs. This is everything I wanted as a kid. And do you remember the song? You would not believe your eyes, 10 million fireflies.
The one thing about shopping here in America is you have so many variations on different products that we don't have where I'm from. You got Baby Bunts, Hostess Cupcakes, Wonder Peanut Butter Cupcakes, Glazed Cinnamon Rolls, Tasty Cakes. Look at this, there's so much selection. Yankee Doodles, Ring Dings, Zebra Cakes. Where's the beans and toast? Where's the marmalade? This is truly a country of plenty. I mean, you even got milk in here. There's gallons of milk. I've never seen that before in my country. We also got electricity in the stores. Not a single gas lamp to be found anywhere. What an amazing country. What an ingenious place America is. I am so glad I'm here visiting for the World Cup. Otherwise, I would have been left in ignorance.
Americans, you are so lucky. I have spent the weekend experiencing a tiny portion of what an American summer can look and feel like, and all I have to say is wow. Like, you get the weather, there's so many things near us. We spent the night in the mountains, and then 20 minutes down the road there's like a beach that goes into the mountains, and I just feel like you get such a better quality of life. Like, we have some of the same things in the UK, but the weather's so bad. And another thing that I found really cool is you don't have to pay to park here. So we've had like a free day out, whereas if you were going to majority of places like this in the UK, you'd have to pay to park. It wouldn't be expensive, but I just feel like you're so lucky to live here.
In America, like, the biggest thing I missed was just the sense of just absolute captivation. Like, every time we woke up, you knew you were going to see like a huge American sky. You were going to go and experience.
I love that you pointed that out to your mom as well.
Yeah.
And
she was like, no.
But then she did see it because it totally made sense.
Yeah. So I figured it out.
And you feel it now as well.
Yeah, like, it's much lower, ain't it?
Yeah.
It feels lower. The sky in the UK 100% feels lower.
The clouds are almost in your face.
If anybody has an explanation for this, I have a cobbled together limited scientific understanding of the phenomenon, but it feels like the air pressure here in Europe is higher or something, and the cloud is lower to the ground, and it just feels like you're trapped in like a tunnel all the time, like you're boxed in. But in America...
And this is nothing to do with the building. So let's say you stand on like a big open field, you still feel like the sky feels closer in some weird way.
Yeah, it's just hard to explain. So please, if you guys know what that is...
It would be fun if it's just a feeling and it's not...
Yeah, it would be funny if it was just like, you're drunk. You should go see a doctor immediately.
It would be like, that's not how the sky works.
you have no knowledge of like first grade science.
I'm a Brit living in America, so I'm going to show you some of my favourite things in my American neighbourhood compared to my UK one. This, no horn blowing, $50 to $100 fine. Never seen that before in the UK. I should say we live in Hoboken, which is in New Jersey, opposite New York. So it's different every town, you know, but this is my favourite things about our town. So people just leave things on like their doorstep for you to come and take, which I think is really cute. In the UK, we don't really leave stuff outside. We just normally take it to the charity shop. So it's quite cute that you guys, you know, support each other. Another one of just stuff left outside to take. You guys are going to think I'm weird, but we don't have this in the UK, like these little pull fins. That's very American to me. So obviously we do have mailboxes, but I can't tell you how many times I thought this is a trash can when it's not. Your mailboxes, that does confuse me. Every single block will have a crossing. In the UK, you've got like 10 miles just to find a crosswalk. I'm sure every Brit that moves to America says this, but these fire hydrants, they are just so American to us. I want to try and open it, I don't know. And is it true in the summer you guys open it so we can like cool off? Because I'm sweating still. I think it's 33 degrees and I ain't used to it. School buses, don't have them in the UK, how cool. American flag just flying high and proud. In the UK, we're not very patriotic compared to you guys, but I do think it's really cool. And in the most corners, like we've got a wrap place, we've got a pizza place down there, we've got a restaurant, and then we've got a coffee shop there. Maybe this is just a Hoboken thing, but I feel like every corner of a block has something fun on it. I can't tell you how bad it is for my bank balance.
Is this where the air comes out, like Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, that's where the air comes out.
Why is my dress not flying then?
Because you gotta wait for the metro to go under you.
Oh, okay. How long?
Yes, I'm just kidding. That's actually the water drain. That's the metro doesn't go under that.
As someone who grew up in Europe, especially in Germany, there's something so cool about American suburbs, and I don't think Americans are realizing that. For me, this really feels like I'm walking through a movie set. And I know that doesn't make sense for a lot of people who grew up here, but I get so excited every time I see a yellow school bus or like these long drives away with the basketball hubs, or even like these random sidewalks as I'm walking here right now. So please tell me I'm not the only one.
One thing that I absolutely love about the US is these American pies that you guys have. And today we're going to try an American apple pie. I am only familiar with Dutch apple pies, and as a Dutchie, I think apple pies are very close to my heart. So today we're going to try an all-American recipe, and I made it completely myself. Very proud of that. If you would like to see how I made this American recipe, then I suggest you go to my previous video where I am taking you through step by step. So this just literally came out of the oven. I think for a first timer, it's not that bad. Okay, it slightly fell apart, but never mind. The difference is, I think the filling is a lot creamier and tastier than a Dutch apple pie. It's really, really tasty. And I'm gonna eat the rest of this pie.
Gotta show you this because it looks like just another door to the entrance. But when you walk in here, look what happens. You're already inside the stadium. It looks like in a freaking shopping mall. Believe it doesn't look a stadium. It's AC inside. Looks like there's an Apple store and probably a Starbucks there. America, you are doing things different than we used to in Europe. Looks like I'm at a freaking train station or something. Look at this! Look at this! Let's walk to the front and see where we can go. Wow! This is pretty damn unreal. I don't even feel like I'm in a football stadium. This is Dallas Stadium. So different than any other stadiums I've been before.
I love American bars because everyone plays pool here, has a beer, sits back. Brilliant. Better than England. It's gonna miss. Told you.
Texas, you're gonna think I'm absolutely crackers, right? Even your alleyways are cool as fuck. Look at that. It's like a movie. It's like a fucking movie, bruv.
Top things that Europeans love about the US. I always wanted to go to prom. Okay, I couldn't because prom didn't exist in my high school. And I don't think it exists in any high school in Europe, but I always wanted to have it. I mean, you have your diploma day, but that's not prom. That's just where your parents come and you get your diploma and, you know, that's it. Always wanted to become a cheerleader. Like, cheerleading is not a thing here either. That's very American, if not American only. And I love the Dallas cheerleaders. That's why I also watch the Netflix show now, because I was just like, yeah, it's just such a skill. Okay, third one is for sure these suburban houses. Like, you know, these amazing wooden houses with the porches in the front and like the American flag. Yeah, that's like these suburbs vibes. That's definitely, I love that. Like, it's kind of like giving Desperate Housewives, but in a nice way. And then these huge cars. Like, I'm sorry, I think officially, you know, it's frowned upon in Europe if you have like these really big cars, because it doesn't make much sense because the roads are small and, you know, you want to park in these narrow streets, you need to get through them somehow. So very often it doesn't make sense to have like a huge car. But then I also love them because they're just so like impactful, you know? And then lastly, I love all the events that you celebrate, like Halloween. Like, oh my God, if you want to celebrate Halloween in the world, then for sure, I mean, it has to be in the US because, I mean, it got bigger in Europe over the last years for sure, but it never got as big as it is in New York from what I have seen in the last years. Like, I mean, Halloween is crazy.
I bloody love driving in America. It's such a pleasure. It's such an absolute pleasure. We've had to change our car purely because we needed to, the old car had a service, but we've got this Jeep Wagoneer. It is massive. It is huge. The air conditioning is amazing. The screen is amazing. I'm even getting cold air blowing up my bottom. I love being in America. I love American cars. I love American roads, and we are having the best time of our lives.
I'm a Brit living in America, and I want to tell you my favorite things about this country. So the first one is the big roads and the big trucks, and everything's just bigger and better here. In England, we have these tiny little roads and you feel like pretty restricted. Second is the free refills, like coffee, soda, anything you want is refillable. And also the portions are huge, and it feels like everything's in abundance here. Like in England, I feel like everything's so teeny tiny. Everything feels like you are in a movie. Even like the police, they're like movie stars. Maybe it's an LA thing. Everywhere you look, you've seen things in a movie, like fire hydrants. The way that Americans wake up and they like instantly mow the lawn. I feel like I should have said this first, but it's the people. They are the most enthusiastic, friendly, kind, supportive people. I love the British accent, even though they ask if I'm from Australia. It makes my day to like be with Americans. Like they are just so nice, and they get a bad rep for being fake. A lot of people in England say that, but that is so far from the truth. So another one is the convenience here. Like if you need something, it's so easy to find, and a lot of things are way more available in America, especially LA, than they are in England. You can like get things delivered so easily. It feels like you're living in the future. LA specifically, I guess, is like ahead of the times. I have a car that self-drives. It just feels like there's endless possibilities. The service here is amazing. So if you want to go and get your nails done, you get a treatment, or you're going to a restaurant, I know that like tipping is a thing, obviously, but it is so good because you know that they're going to try really hard to do a good job. And in England, you just don't know. It's kind of like a hit or miss. It's not really a thing to tip, I guess, so I get that, but the servers at restaurants don't put in a lot of effort because obviously then they're not getting tipped. I love that you can just drive wherever you want. Like I could literally get in my car right now and drive for days and still be in the same country. You can stop at like places on the way. The views go from like mountains to like beach to like desert, and there's just like so much adventure here. Like you can literally go to a different state so easily and be in a whole different place. In England, there's only so far we can drive before we're like in the water and we're in like France or something. I love the random diners you can stop off on road trips, and they're so like cool and, you know, American. And obviously we can't forget about the food. Oh my days. The food that we just saw in movies, Taco Bell. I don't even love Taco Bell, but it's still cool. Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, IHOP. Like you can literally go to buy pancakes in the middle of the night. It's open 24 hours. I haven't been to Waffle House yet. I want to try that. But there's all these different places, and it's just like fun. And I know you should eat it in moderation, because I've definitely gained weight since I've been here, but it's just so cool. Like I feel like Americans think it's normal, but like in England we have like McDonald's, and that's kind of like our fast food option. It reminds me of like being at Disney World, being in America, because it's just like so cool. Another thing I love about America is like everyone has a dream or an aspiration, and they believe that it's possible. Like there's no like ceiling. It feels like, you know, if you're like, yeah, I want to do, you know, a jewelry brand like I do, they're like, oh cool, like where can I get it? It's like not surprising to them. Whereas in England, it's like, oh, good luck, mate, you know? Like they don't believe that it's gonna happen. It's kind of like limited in my experience. And here it's just like everyone's got dreams, everyone's supporting each other, everyone's kind of like, they believe that they can do anything they want. And that's one of my favorite things actually about being here, is like I constantly feel inspired. I'm constantly learning. Like Uber drivers, I meet them and they're doing some cool side hustles, and it's probably an LA thing too. It just makes me really excited to meet different people, and whatever the media is saying about Americans, it's just so not accurate. I love it. It's my favorite place. I'm gonna do probably a part 2 because there's probably other things that I haven't said on this one. It is my absolute dream to be here. I thank God every day I wake up to be here. It is the best country in the world.
So it only took worldwide event for everybody to understand why Americans love America so much, and why people who come here, they love it so much, why we fly American flags everywhere, why we love this country. It's freaking amazing. It's amazing. And it only took half of the world to come here to realize that the news lying to you. They're lying to you. They're bullshitting. They just want to shove their propaganda down your throat. America is fucking amazing. And you want to know what America is? Just come here and you will fall in love with this. It's so great that even people who hate it, they refuse to leave it.
I've got to say, collectively, we owe the USA an apology. And when I say we, I mean the entire world. And that apology is needed purely because of how much judgment the world has thrown onto the US over the last few years. The American people are probably the most genuine, welcoming, humble people that I've ever met in my life. 100%, if you get the chance, go to the US and travel and see it for yourself. I promise you, you won't regret it.
I feel like the American confidence gets a lot of criticism, but it's something that I've really appreciated as a foreigner. We were literally just walking Venice Beach and Joe sneezes and some guy comes up and he's like, oh, bless you. And then as we're walking along the beach, this lady comes up to me and she approaches me in such a like familiar, friendly way that I genuinely thought she was talking to someone else. And she said like, oh my God, I love your shirt. And by the time she'd kind of walked off, I kind of realized, oh shit, she was talking to me. And I turned around and quickly said thank you. But it was just the way she approached me. It was so easy. And it was like she was talking to a friend of hers, which is like why I was so confused. These are 3 things that Americans find normal but British people are shocked about. Number 1 is that strangers are so friendly in America. When we went traveling there, every person that we passed in the street pretty much said hello, and we were stuck talking to them for 5 to 10 minutes in the best way possible. We had the best conversations. That doesn't necessarily happen in the UK. Number 2 is refillable drinks. When you go to restaurants or pubs in the US, you get free refillable drinks. That is pretty much unheard of in the UK. And number 3 is the portion sizes. In the US, the portion sizes there are honestly what you hear about. They are crazy, huge. You can take it home for the next day, and then probably the next day after that too. In the UK, the portion sizes are just enough to slightly fill you up. So the portion sizes, in my opinion, are obviously much better in the US because they last longer. You can just take them home the next day, but I wouldn't recommend eating them all on that same day.
Here's some things that have surprised me about the US as an English reporter that's been here for the World Cup for 5 weeks. Cars do not have their number plates on the front, only the back. So when I'm getting an Uber and I'm checking the number plate, I always go to check the front, but there's nothing there, so I have to check the back. Portion sizes here are massive. Like our large often feels like small here, which is a good thing. You get loads of food. This is quite an obvious one, but obviously not being able to walk to football stadiums was a big shock. I knew it would be the case, but compared to all the stadiums in Europe and in England where everyone walks and gets public transport, driving to stadiums has been different. The standard of internal flight is unbelievable. I don't know whether it's just the airlines I've flown in, but just a 1 hour or 2 hour flight, you've got TVs, you can watch live football, there's internet on every flight, like Ryanair could never. How much people talk in lifts, I don't know whether it's again an English thing, but when we're in lifts you kind of just like politely smile, but you don't really have conversation, whereas every time here, I don't know whether it's because it's the World Cup, people are like, what are you doing here, where have you travelled from? People are so friendly. Final one I forgot to mention, the way people imitate and really smile when I ask for a bottle of water. It's just a thing, isn't it, in the English accent, a bottle of water, and they always laugh and imitate, and it makes me laugh. I definitely think of loads more, so let me know if you want a part 2.
She's only been in American soil for 3 hours. Don't think she's leaving. Don't think she's leaving.
Who's breast stars? Oh, breast star and breast stars.
Stay to this. We've come to the future here, haven't we? They are spot on, to be fair, aren't they? Unbelievable. How does that stay up to date?
It's crazy,
It's like
isn't it?
lasers or something. Imagine having these at Sainsbury's in Brig. I thought garlic bread were future, but it's these instead.
Open it up and
Maybe
see.
they have pop-ups on here as well. Look him here.
He's following you.
He's buzzing, he's having a jig, he's just like waiting for me to go on to the next one, isn't he? So in America, even on the fucking electric vending machines, they've got, or whatever they are, fucking cupboards full of drinks. They've got fucking pop-ups and they've got adverts. You know, like when you go on YouTube and you adverts and you go, fuck off. They're doing it on drinks machines. You know, look, it's there to adverts. Like, no one wants to see an advert like, fuck your advert off. Cheetos Puffs. So do you have Cheetos Puffs in there or not? Someone's fucked that up, that's human error. They've messed it up and they haven't recorded it. So there's a fault. How much money have they spent getting this technology in here? And they got a blue ocean calypso that's not been accounted for. Take your piss here.
These are some things that have shocked me to my core about America after being here for nearly a month. Just their roads in general, like 4-way stop signs. How is that not causing crashes? Because the rule is whoever gets there first goes, but what if I thought I got there before you? No roundabouts, and where there is roundabouts, no one knows how to use them. You can turn right on a red light. You have to guess that the person over there isn't going to come at you. You know, if we're going on a night out in England, wearing dresses, heels to the nines, they'll just go out in jeans and tops here. Like, you could go out in this and jeans on a night out and it would be totally normal. Sales tax. Put it in the price. Just put it in the price. Look at something, it says $16. I'll take it to the till, suddenly it's like $20, $21. Just put it in the price. I don't understand why we have to do this. There is a drive-through for everything. I mean, you can deposit a check in a drive-through. You can drop things off at a charity shop. through a drive-through. Everything is a drive-through. Don't get me started on car washing places. I have never felt luxury like it. Your own shop, you can like look through a window and watch the cars getting washed. It's absolutely insane. I want to reiterate the portion sizes here are absolutely diabolical. Our large drink at Mackey's is their small drinks here. Let that digest. I went to Swig and she said, what size do you want? I said, what's the biggest you do? 44 ounce. Do you know how big 44 ounce is? It's bigger than my head. The last and final one, I go to a restaurant and I get a drink, they will automatically, even when my drink's not even finished yet, bring me a refill. Everywhere is a refill here. Do you know how in the UK, like some places do refills, some places don't? Everywhere is a refill drink here. That is something that we need to take on board in the UK. And that is all the things that have shook me to my core since being in the US for a month. I have way more, so let me know if you want more. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.